Oh no, it dropped. Oh, come on. Ugh. What is going on? Hang on. Music, stop. It looks like we'll be having a music. Well, it's going again. Let me try starting the music again. Alright, I hate it when it drops. Oh, I've got to stitch those two together. Great. You know what, screw it, I'm uploading them as separate VODs and I'll just title them part 1 and part 2 because I cannot be bothered to stitch them together. Oh man, that is so annoying. I don't know why it does that. That can be maxed out. Company message. But you're streaming 3 minutes low. Yeah, great. We love, 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 love when it drops and comes back. How are you, Kiki? I don't know if I properly asked you. How has your day been? Hmm? How is the delightful Kiki? And yes, I did hydrate. I had a lovely sip of it on my way back. Whatever. Ugh. Why it drops, I will never understand. I think it's just a random thing. Still dying in heat, though yesterday was heavy rain with hails, so trees turned ruined everywhere and power went out yesterday. Ooh, that sucks, that sucks. Well, hopefully the weather's better today. But damn, that is no fun. How was Crafted D-Day? Well, I went to town, did some shopping with me mom, and took the dogs to the vet. That was nice. Uh, and bought some alcohol. So my day was pretty good. I'm rather tired, but I'm determined to do this long stream because I planned to do it last week, but that did not happen. Why didn't that happen? I joined Clark for nuclear option. That's right, that's right. Because the sim was being a twat. But yes. Tired but good. Tired but good. I also bought more Yorkshire, so that makes me happy. I heard Clarky wants to join us in Flockroom. Yes, yes. I think that would be good fun. It will be a wonderful time, I'd say. Though we are pretty ahead. That we are, but I think it'll be fun. Showing Clark all the birds. As well as I think you can restart your character if we want to tag along at his pace. That's right, I need to plan the big walk with Clark and also Hearts of Iron. I really need to get on top of these collab schedules. I also need to get on top of my university work. Justin. Justin, everybody loves Justin. Do I do? Oh, everybody does come Justin, Elsa, Justin. Well, I mean, we need to set a date so we can so we know Clark is free. Indeed, indeed, we do. Oh goodness, had the mouse selected. Pause music. There you go. Kilobytes per second. Yep, you better improve. Okay, it's good now. Let's try again. There you go. We will have to see. I know Clark's rather busy, so we'll have. I'll shoot him a message of when he'd be free for it. What other games is there I'd like to play? Bomber Crew is definitely one I'd like to do next week. I'd love to do another mecha game. Mecha was great. I don't know. Hard to plan so far ahead. This weekend, I will. Probably tomorrow, to be honest. I'll sort out the next specified strings for this coming week. Well, next week. And I will not braining. Mecha, yes, I would love to do another mecha game. And I will, this weekend, I'm not sure on, just eat, the surprise evening streams. Maybe one. Yeah, maybe one mecha, not mecha, sorry. One evening stream. Sorry, I went quiet. I was just trying to think of where I'd even fly. I really ain't sure, to be honest with you. We will see. Maybe, I don't know. I'll do some sticky beacon around the Jetstar Rat network and see what I can mesh together. So I take off at about 4:30, 5 o'clock. I want to be in at about 8 or 9. That's a 3 to 4 hour flight. I could do it. Tomorrow night, I might do an offline flight between Sydney and Melbourne for a positioning flight, because I don't know if I have. Actually, no, I have an A320 and I have a Jetstar A320 in Melbourne, so I can do. Yeah, maybe sometime this weekend we'll do Melbourne to Cairns. I think that's roughly 3 hours. That would be a rather short stream, no. Yeah, that would only be like an hour stream if we're lucky. I'll do some digging. I'll see what I can find. We will see. We will see indeed. Hey, why not decide on stream? We have nothing better to do. Let me pull up the Jetstar Rat network on my phone. Well, we did Sydney Darwin, I think. Sydney Darwin, Darwin, Sydney, yeah. Wonder how long Sydney Perth is. Hello, Veracity. Or I think they do Sydney to Bostleton. That could be interesting. Let me see. Flight radar. Flight Barrow Route, Sydney. Kingsford Smith to Perth. Jetstar. Four-and-a-half-hour flight time. Take off about 5. That's 9. We could do a Sydney-Perth run. Sydney-Perth run on Saturday, perhaps. That could be pretty alright. Any other interesting routes they offer? Well, maybe we go east. Sydney to Fiji. How long of a flight are you? Hmm. 3.5 hours. Take off 5. Well, that's about 8:30ish. Thank you for asking for the lurk. Hell, why not? Sydney to Nadi. And then I can do the return flight offline. Sounds good to moi. And then for the rest of the next week, I have really not a clue what I'm doing, to be honest with you. I really honestly could not tell you what I will be doing. Happy landings, Crafty. Thank you. My Wi-Fi isn't willing to cooperate. Oh man, that sucks. I mean, if you can hear me, I hope you have a wonderful day. Veracity, it's always a pleasure to see you. Hmm. Well, if we put bomber crew on a Monday, that's something nice and easy. I do have a lecture, not Tuesday morning, but Tuesday afternoon, but still have to be up early. Tuesday. I don't know. I'll next week's schedule is definitely something I'll have to get back to you on. I'm trying to work stuff out, but no, it is not working out in my head. I know I definitely want to do some sort of longer flight. Probably not this length though. Maybe I think I will do that about 2.5 hour airtime, I think it is, Perth to Karatha. Network Aviation A319, sorry, for Qantas Link. But that depends on if I'm doing something with Thursday. Wednesday or Thursday, expect that. And following night, maybe, depending. Might do the return. If I don't have anything else planned for Wednesday and Thursday, I'll do the flight out to Karatha and then the flight back from Karatha. Let's just quickly go to plan. I did it the wrong one. So if we go step out, clear that. 350 at, what is it? Tango India Romeo. Insert. Perfect. Ads coming up in just over 2.5 minutes. Sorry, everyone. Pink plane. I like pink plane. Pink plane, very pretty. I mean, at some point, I would love to fly on basic services. A traffic control region. Just not sure when. Sorry for being so quiet, I'm just enjoying the music. Ways coming for days and days. The story, what's your job? And it will leave you serious alive. fuel check time. Still pretty far out though, so that's all good. I really don't know what to do on these long flights, to be honest with this. Anyone seen any interesting tidbits? Games released or something? Or perhaps flight simulator news? I don't think I've seen any. Bluebird put out a blog post about their features. Yeah, why not? We can have a look at that blog post. We're gonna watch the cabin pressure altitude. At least I am. Bluebird sim blog. That's not the right thing. Where did they post their sim blog? See, I don't know why the cabin out goes up when I'm clicked off the sim. It's really annoying, but yes. Discord. Let's go to the Bluebird Simulations Discord. Bluebird Simulations. Ah, it's a PDF. Well, I have to read it off my phone then, because I cannot. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's a 7-page document. Well, I suppose let's start reading. Oh, I cannot read that. My brain is not functioning enough for that. I don't think any other developer I'm particularly interested in has announced anything. Oh, actually, you know what? 4 days ago, VectorSim did upload a blog post about entering alpha on their 789. So we will go to VectorSim. Chrome, capture this for yourself. There we go. Righty-ho then. Vector 787-9 has officially entered alpha. Mic closer. We're incredibly excited to announce that the Vector 787-9 has officially entered alpha testing. This milestone marks the moment a long-held vision, shaped by precision and relentless work, begins to take flight. We're very happy to share this development update with you. Our goal is to offer a broader look at the work underway, provide more insight into the development process, and create space for deeper discussion. Blah, 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 blah. Quick note, this update is intended as a high-level overview. Almost every point mentioned could easily become a full update of its own. Fair enough. What Alpha means, at this stage the aircraft is capable of completing a full flight from point A to point B, including every major phase of a completely cold and dark cockpit through engine shutdown at the destination. Okay, well that's promising looking. We like to see that. The core systems required to operate the aircraft through a complete flight are now functional and integrated. This includes electrical systems, hydraulic systems, fuel, engines, AFF, PFC, AFDS, and autopilot flight guidance, FMC, LNAV, VNAV, NDPFD ICAS aircraft avionics, the Boeing built-in EFB and VPAD. Okay, that's good. A long list of additional systems and features. Okay, well that's promising to see. That's very promising indeed. Together, those systems now allow the Vector 787-9 to perform a complete and highly automated and, of course, manual, semi-manual, gate-to-gate flight. At the same time, we are carrying out broader integration of the aircraft's art, animations, and sound environment. A substantial amount of original sound recorded. Who is testing the aircraft? After testing is currently being performed by an internal team of QA testers with experience across several relevant fields. The team includes real-world Boeing 787 pilots. That's good. 787 mechanics, aviation engineers, software developers, and other specialists. Promising, but I'm still wary. Bringing together people from these different backgrounds allows us to elevate the aircraft not only as a simulation product, but also from operational, technical, and engineering perspective. 3 main development tracks. From this point forward, development is progressing across 3 primary tracks. You're just enjoying your popcorn listening to me nerd out. Alpha testing, tuning, and refinement. The first track is focused on identifying and resolving issues discovered during alpha testing. This includes continuous tuning and refinement of systems such as LNAV, VNAV, engine performance, the autopilot, flight guidance, operate logic, and other interconnected aircraft systems. Reaching alpha does not mean that every system has reached its final level of tuning. It means that the complete aircraft can now be tested as one integrated product across the full flights, and realistic operation scenarios. To give you a better sense of the testing, we are flying the aircraft through a staggering number of real-world departure and arrival procedures at airports around the world. We challenge the systems, fine-tune them, and run the tests again. Then we repeat the process over and over. This effort will continue throughout Alpha and well beyond it. Well, if this is actually true, then this is promising. Additional systems and failures. We are continuing to add systems according to our development plan, including features such as airport moving map, awesome, with its distinctive Boeing the 787 symbology, as well as the weather radar, beautiful. While many of these remaining systems that are required to complete a flight, they're essential to achieving the depth, realism, and completeness that we expect from the Vector 787-9. Art and additional content. The third development track covers the continued implementation and refinement of visual audio content. This includes additional sound recordings, cockpit and cabin improvements, the completion of custom-made fonts, throughout the aircraft, detailed refinements in areas such as the nose landing gear bay. Along all 3 tracks, optimization remains a permanent and continuous pillar of our workflow. Place an extreme level of importance on performance. Well, that's good, because my computer's shit. Our goal is to create the best possible balance between visual quality, system depth, and smooth performance. Optimization is not something being left until the end of development. This is integrated into every area of the production and every stage of the aircraft's development. Every component is evaluated based on how it looks, how accurately it represents the real aircraft, and how efficiently it performs alongside the systems running in the background. We're building the 787 specifically for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 and are making extensive use of the Sim's engine's capabilities, development tools, and optimization methods. That's good. Alongside aircraft development, we are also continuing work on the wider infrastructure surrounding the product, including our website, the newly opened Vector Forum, and other administrative and technical systems required to support the project and its community. Development. The complete base model of the aircraft. God. I don't know what half this stuff is going to mean, to be honest. Animation development is nearing completion. We expect to finish the remaining major animations, including the 787's distinctive wing flex, by mid-August. That's a good timeline. Documentation of the Vector Knowledge Center. One area we'd like to highlight documentation and learning experience of the building around the aircraft. Learning complex area properly takes time. Of course, it will always be possible to take a quicker approach, load the aircraft and simply go flying. That is completely valid and it can be a lot of fun. At the same time, as we have said throughout development, we are taking the Vector 7879 as far as possible in terms of depth, accuracy, and accessibility. The way information is presented can make an enormous difference when learning materials are clear, engaging, and easy to access. It becomes far easier to understand the aircraft and get the most out of the experience. For this reason, we have begun developing a dedicated Vector Knowledge Center designed to help users learn, understand, and operate the Vector 787-9. Pricing. Okay. We are aware that pricing is one of the subjects that comes up frequently within the community. At this stage, we are not ready to announce the final price of the 787-9. We will provide detailed pricing information as we move closer to release. All we can say is that the aircraft will be priced within the familiar and reasonable range for aircraft add-ons offering this level of depth and complexity. So, about 100 Australian is what I'm imagining then. We want the Vector 787-9 to be accessible to as many people as possible, allowing a broad audience to experience and enjoy everything the aircraft has to offer. Why we have not... Oh, God. I knew... Oh, hi, Secret. Sorry. I've been deep in reading the lore. I haven't missed the in-flight snacks yet. You have not missed the in-flight snacks yet. Hang on. You join us at flight level 330, 33,000 feet in the sky, flying Reykjavik, or Keflavik, Iceland, to Lyon, France. I've had Google Chrome over the chat environment, but keep an eye on the sim on my second monitor, as it likes to be a bit buggy when I'm tab out. We're just reading up on the Vector 787-9, as it has recently entered alpha testing. So we're just being nerdy. Well, I'm being nerdy. Kiki's listening and probably thinking, oh, isn't he adorable when he's focused on doing something? Because that's all Kiki really does, is stare at me and go, no. I say I'm not cute, but she doesn't listen. But how are you, Secret, do you? So cute. Yeah, see, damn it. We love to see the nerding out. Yes. Well, assuming the Vector 789 is as good as they claim it's going to be, performance-wise, the aircraft itself, and assuming the dev team aren't a bunch of scumbags that are trying to steal money, as rumors have said, then I would definitely be picking up, because Qantas operates the 789, and I love Qantas. So, and there's a bunch, the 789 is a very popular aircraft, so I'd definitely be picking it up. And while Qantas flies Sydney to Perth about 5 hours, that's not too bad. But then they continue on from Perth to London Heathrow, which is about 18 hours flight time, which I don't know about this laptop, but once I get a new computer sometime next year, would absolutely be happening live. I would definitely be doing the stream. I'd definitely be doing the flight if I did pick it up. immediately on this laptop. Sorry, laptop, you're going to have pain and suffering doing that. But I will be having a great time. I would not dare try and stream it, because I think my laptop trying to stream for about 19 hours straight, it would literally explode. Welcome back, Monkey. Hope you are doing good.